Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Paul Reed and I'm a professional photographer. This channel is all about photography, inspiration and education, and it always will be. If you love my style of photography and you want to learn what I know, then I've got an online course that would be absolutely perfect for you. I'll leave that as a link in the description. If you want to take it further than that, then you can come on one of my workshops in London or Glasgow. All the dates are on my website. And then if you really want to get into the nitty gritty, then I have got a couple of spaces left where I'll coach or mentor you. Today I'm going to introduce you to an amazing photographer. You're going to be so inspired, and I'm going to be showing you lots and lots of photography. His name is Nathaniel Tetsuro Paolinelli. This guy is somebody who I have just admired for such a long time. I followed him on Instagram, and what amazes me sometimes is that some of these photographers, and there's not that many of them, but some of these photographers don't maybe have as much exposure, as much, I guess, fame as certain other photographers that actually aren't as good as some of the lesser known ones. And this is definitely one of those photographers. What I get sick of with YouTube, Instagram and all social media is sometimes just not finding the inspiration that I'm looking for whenever I'm looking at those things. Most of the time that's why I am looking at them, just to be inspired by somebody. And this photographer really inspires me. He just makes me want to be better. He makes me just look at my work and think, man, I've still got a ways to go. There's this really gritty documentary portrait style of photography going on here. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you know, that's the feel I get from it. He uses a Q2 mainly, and this again just shows you that he can get amazing black and white images from a color sensor camera. You don't always need a monochrome sensor in order to get fantastic black and white images. I had Nathaniel on the Monochrome Madness podcast, and I really enjoyed chatting to him. Such a down-to-earth guy, to have such amazing photography and to be so talented, to be so down-to-earth and so humble is just so refreshing.
You have to know what the camera is not capable of doing before you can really use it. I mean, you have to use it for what it's made for, and if you do that, you'll be very satisfied. If you try to use a Q2 to shoot fast action sports, it's not going to work out for you. But you know, the Leica autofocus is a little slow, but I think you get used to it. For me, when I buy a new camera, I have to spend a minimum of 1 year with it before and I use it almost daily, and before I'm super comfortable with it. I know every button, I know every place in the menu, and I know what the camera can't do. So I won't ask it to do things that it shouldn't do, and it'll never disappoint me. The best advice I can give to people that want to photograph other people is don't pull the camera out first. Go talk to them and tell them who you are, what you're doing, and say something nice about them. And that's the best way you can kind of break the ice. It's always intimidating to go up to someone and ask to take a picture when you haven't done that before. So don't go up with the camera out. Go up and talk to them just like anybody else. Tell them what you're doing, and then ask to make a portrait. If you do that to 10 people, at least 5 of them will say yes.
You said it was 7?
Seven. It just depends. It depends on your approach, right? I guess it depends. Some days, the other week I think I asked 3 people in a row that shut me down or throughout the day. And I was like, am I losing my mojo? What is going on? Like, why does nobody want me to take their picture? It was throwing me off because it happened 3 times in one day. And I was like, this never happens. What's going on? But then I feel like I had a really good experience later and it made all of that not matter. But it's like, and also you're going to get, people will tell you no, you just have to keep asking.
If you want to watch or listen to all of that podcast, all you need to do is just go over to the link in the description. And if you haven't already become a Monochrome Madness member, then just join that. It's absolutely free. And there's some other podcasts and some other videos on there for you to watch. Look at this photograph of this guy in the bar. This is the sort of stuff that I could just dream of doing. I dream of photographing somebody like this. And this just looks like something out of a movie. It's just unbelievably beautiful. You'll also notice that Nathaniel's photos, some of them just seem as if they're almost studio lit. Some of them, it feels as if there should be an entire crew there. And I know there are photographers there who've got that budget for this big crew to light things, to have things so perfectly. And Nathaniel doesn't. He's out there on his own, just absolutely loving photography, loving documenting the people that he has a connection with. He loves street photography. He loves portrait photography. This gritty nature to his photographs, this documentary style portrait photography. I don't even know if that's a thing, but this is the sort of work that just really, really inspires me. This photograph reminds me of a Sebastião Salgado photograph that I once saw, and it's just absolutely beautiful. This is the sort of inspiration that just drives me. I want to see people that I think are better than what I am. I want to see photographers that just have incredible work. If you know any other fantastic photographers out there that are really inspiring to you, that you think that I might be able to get in touch with and maybe feature their work, then let me know. I'm not really about showing photography that I haven't had permission to use or anything like that. These are people that I want to have on the podcast. I want to talk to them and I want to show them their best work, their favourite work, rather than me just picking out my favourite photographs of theirs. I'm all fired up now and excited about going out there and doing street photography. I just can't wait to get out there with my camera. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you so much. Just leave a comment, a like, subscribe, all of that sort of thing. I'll see you next time.